I'm Alex. I do visual art and I am from Lexington. I've done art ever since I was a kid. The only way people could get me to calm down was through giving me like a little bit of a little set of crayons and like a piece of paper for me to draw on. And so that's kind of how I realized that I enjoyed art. So when I got to middle school, that was around the point that I realized, oh, I'm actually, good at this. It's, when compared to my peers. I want to, get better at this, significantly better. So then I, it went, all the way and just started, really working on stuff. My current piece that I'm working on in painting, it's basically about our need to sort of hide our identity and scrub off the imperfections. So the subject matter is literally someone scrubbing a face that they've torn off. But then I don't want the atmosphere around it to be too horrendously awful. I want there to be a few details that are sort of silly, like a little rubber ducky in the sink or bubbles floating through the air. I really like oil paint. It is the best. My grandmother got me into it when I was in 7th grade, and I really enjoy it. And since she supports me so much with that, I don't have to pay for it, which is a bonus. Because I want to learn more about art, right? But then also, I'm always so worried about being able to afford to go to college and all that. So that was part of why I wanted to go to GSA, because it offers so many scholarship opportunities in tandem with learning opportunities. The community is overall very welcoming and friendly. There are a lot of supportive people at GSA. I have already a really supportive friend group. I base a lot of my art around negative experiences because that's how I process those things. It's kind of my own sense of therapy when I do art. I really like doing a lot of more horror-based art. It kind of brings this sense of terror and dread to viewers. I think that is really interesting to me, seeing how far you can push visual horror in art in order to take this feeling of unsettlement before it becomes too much. So I have to find a line between hyperfixating on this one issue that I'm experiencing so that I can make art, and just being able to process it through the art. I want to be able to live off of my art. It would be kind of a bummer if I couldn't make art for a living or do something with art, because I've spent so much time trying to improve my skills on it. So a lot of times I'll make stuff just to process what I'm feeling, and that on its own I find really important. I really want to make art that just shows people that they aren't alone in these feelings, or just art that makes other people happy.